Hello, I am Super Viper T302, and this is my Pack and Roll Remix SGDQ 2017 submission. This is the any percent category, and I know this run isn't recorded in the best quality, but I'm still going to try my best to show off this game as best as I can. This is a typical one-off, no reset scenario, so let's just go ahead and get straight to the action. Timing starts right now. So, right off the bat, we're going to notice that Pac-Man is moving really fast, and that is because we have a useful mechanic to our advantage called boosting, where by shaking the Wii remote, we speed Pac-Man up. And normally the game wants you to use this to break open boxes, but you can use it to get a significant amount of speed pretty quickly. And also, another useful factor about boosting is that when you do it off of a very steep incline, you actually get a lot of height. Sometimes this is bad, but there are a few cases in the game where it can actually lead to some pretty big skips later on as we progress. By the way, this game doesn't really have a story mode, so you just kind of go through the levels in order, and yeah. The first few levels don't really actually have a whole lot going for them. It's just movement, basically. Boosting whenever I can. It's not really beneficial to boost in small spaces like this, as you're just going to run into walls and lose all of your speed. Another thing you're going to see me do when I boost sometimes is sometimes I crouch as soon as I boost into like a box or when I boost near an edge, and that just stops Pac-Man in place. And basically, it keeps Pac-Man from falling off or flying really far back if he hits a box. Yeah. So at the end, I didn't grab enough dots there. So at the end, you're sometimes going to see me wait. And that's because I don't want to beat my level time, or else the game takes 4 seconds to autosave, and sometimes I can actually lose you time. So here we're going to use this slope to skip this ramp here. And also you can see here, I'm just sitting in these boxes and I immediately stop after doing so. Which kind of keeps Pac-Man from flying all over the place, because we don't want that, do we? Okay. So here's an instance where I'm probably going to have to wait. Yeah. There we go. So in 1-4, we're introduced to the Night Pac-Man power-up. Night Pac-Man goes slower than normal Pac-Man, and also doesn't get a lot of height in various scenarios, but he can break wooden boxes. You can break straight through these wooden boxes, and he can also break these metal boxes, which normal Pac-Man can't do. And he can also travel underwater, which is kind of cool. But as you can see, yeah, he did not get a lot of height there. Here. Oh, I accidentally hit it by like a fraction of a second, so that's 4 seconds lost. And now we are on to 1-5. This is where we're first introduced to the Light Pac-Man power-up. And Light Pac-Man's physics are very broken. He's a lot more floaty and also gets a lot of height when boosting off of inclines, like I'm going to use for a skip here. As you can see, I can just fly right over that ramp. Saves a small amount of time. But yeah, Light Pac-Man is going to come into play for some pretty big skips later on in the run. There's a couple, and they're actually, the next level has a pretty big skip. So how each of these levels work is there's a Golvis gate, and you normally have to collect a specific amount of Pac dots to open the gate and get past it. Well, the next level is one of 2 levels where it's actually possible to skip the gate and go straight to the goal without ever opening it. I'm going to try to explain this level as best as I can, because it goes by pretty fast. Alright, so now I'm going to get to this Night Pac-Man card as quickly as I can, and then I'm going to go underwater to grab Light Pac-Man. But now I'm going to turn around and boost to this ledge that you can't normally get to until the end of the level. I'm going to go past this jump pad, and then I'm going to kind of inch in between the wall and the jump pad, and then jump behind the gate into the goal platform, and that saves like almost 40 seconds. It's pretty cool. That is one of 2 gate skips in this run, believe it or not. 2-2, we're going to be using the jump pads, which is a thing that makes Pac-Man jump, obviously, to kind of skip some parts of this level. As you can see, we can just jump straight up to the higher levels, and there's boost pads there. Boost pads give Pac-Man about the same speed as a normal boost. I haven't actually tested it, but I'm pretty sure it does. Alright, we managed to avoid the ghost there. Eating a ghost actually does lose a few frames, because the game has a kind of a lag spike. Ghost patterns in this game are actually, as far as I can tell, RNG, but it's nothing too major. Typically, they're easy to react to. So that level, let's go by pretty quickly. 2-3 actually does not have any skips, so the level is pretty much movement. This first section is actually pretty easy. There's not really a whole lot that can go wrong. It's actually pretty easy to get all the pack dots you need. This second section, on the other hand, is the complete opposite, because due to the way this place is sloped and the speed you're going at, wow, that was kind of upsetting. It's actually very easy to miss a whole ton of pack dots. I missed way too many, so I'm gonna have to go back and get a few. And again. There we go, that's enough. That's actually 2 extra. And it's sad there, because I actually ended the first section with 5 extra pack dots. Next is the wall, which has been known to cause me issues, mainly because it's hard to find your way out of this thing. This game doesn't have too many inconsistent strats. There's actually not really any major RNG sections in this game, but this is one of the few spots that can be kind of inconsistent because you can't actually see what you're doing. So you have to kind of guess when it's time to get out of the hole, and 9 out of 10 times I go the wrong way, but I got lucky this time. Whenever I'm not talking, by the way, those are usually good times for donations. This game, in terms of actual gameplay, doesn't have a whole lot of downtime, but there's usually a kind of a huge gap between things that I have to explain. For example, these boss fights. The power pellets basically are always in the same spot, so it's all about memorizing their location and getting to them as quickly as possible. And in this case, it's just a long, downwards linear path, so there's not a whole lot to it. So I just hit the box there. I grabbed Night Pac-Man here because it's a power pellet that's going to spawn under the water. I don't technically need this, but it's just worth it to get it. And I can also break the blocks earlier, which kind of makes it easier to get past it. I forgot that power pellet was there for a second. So I'm going to wait here for all this. Alright. Next we have World 3 is a pretty tough world. 3-1 contains one of the hardest cycles to make in this run. There's a cycle with these cars I can make after the first Galvascate, and I have to basically play perfectly for the first 45 seconds. This beginning isn't too hard, but it's going to get pretty difficult because of the ghosts that can get in your way sometimes. So here we go. Alrighty, off to a pretty bad start in terms of RNG. This movement definitely is making up for it. So I'm actually kind of early here. I can use this car to kind of boost me up here. Save a little bit of time. I think I have a pretty good shot at early cycle. Look at that, so free. So I just saved 11 seconds. That might have looked easy, but that's because I've obviously practiced this game a lot. And it's actually pretty hard to make. And now basically this rest of the stage is just don't lose your ride here. Because then you have to go all the way back and get a new one, and it can waste quite a bit of time. Yep, I accidentally beat my level time again. Oh well. At least I got a new L record on recording, eh? Alright, so 3-2. This level is a little interesting. First of all, these ghosts are absolute pains. Because of the RNG patterns, it's very common that you'll just run into one of them and you lose all of your speed when you do that. So I actually do it on the way back as I grab this power pellet, and basically it allows me to just not care about any of the ghosts, so I can just move straight through them. Okay, so we're having a bit of sloppy movement so far, but it's okay. Let's coming up is kind of a sequence break. The game intends for you to grab this Night Pac-Man card, and then you have to eat Blinky in the next section, which is kind of a pain. Oh, I accidentally grabbed it. You can kind of inch past the right of it, but it's okay because normal Pac-Man actually does move pretty fast compared to Night. So all I really have to do now is I just have to eat Blinky. It's not a huge time loss, assuming I can get to him quick enough. There we go. I actually have no idea how many more Pac-Dots I'm gonna need. Okay, so I only need 2 from here. And hopefully I can get that without an issue. So that was a little sloppy, but we made it. Now we're on to 3-3, which contains the triple early cycle. This level is heavily cycle-based with these platforms. I'm going to go for the fastest cycle here. So we have triple early cycle at the start here, where basically I can make 3 platform cycles before the first Galvis gate. And I made it. So basically, now this next section, I'm basically going to minimize the amount of time I have to spend waiting on these platforms. So what I'm going to do is I'm only going to grab 3 Pac-Dots from here, and then I'm going to boost back. And now I have to grab all the Pac-Dots from that platform and then make it back onto this ghost platform before I lose my ride. And I did it. It's not too hard, but if there was ever a time, you know. Now I'm going to try to play it fast in this next section because I just recently discovered that you can actually make this a cycle earlier than I used to be able to. So that part is extremely crucial. If you can make that, you're on good pace for this cycle here. And I made it. Alright. And now in 3-4, I want to get as many Pac-Dots as I can throughout the first 2 sections of the level. Oh, I don't want to fall on that. So the game also autosaves, by the way, if your life count changes or if you update a score, but I shouldn't ever update scores in any percent. And also, there's going to be one instance where my life count changes, and it's actually coming up pretty soon. But also, yeah, sometimes dying in levels can be a bit of a pain. Okay, so I missed a Pac-Dot there. It's not really worth it to go back for it. Missed another one. I was trying a new strat there that I had never even tested before. So here we have the roller coaster, which technically you can't skip, but once I reach 80 Pac-Dots, I'm actually going to die on purpose, and this just puts me back at the checkpoint with all 80 Pac-Dots that I need. Which is why it's crucial to not miss any Pac-Dots in the stage, so you can die as soon as possible and make it more worth it. Because if you die too late into the ride, it's actually not that worth it to go far. Go. So my execution in this world was not the greatest, but I made it. And again, the game has to save because I changed my life count. World 3 boss is actually kind of interesting. There's quite a bit of strats that go into this. Like, for example, here I can use Light Pac-Man to grab these power buffs and then jump all the way over here. I actually do that twice in this stage. But basically, you don't want to get hit here because it's very easy to accidentally fall off. Right there I waited because Galvis is going to start a wind attack, and I can cancel it by doing that. So in this third phase, I actually have to eat the power pellets in a very specific way in order to keep Galvis in the stun locks for basically as long as possible. So that way he doesn't hit me and I don't fall off the edge and die. Because if you die in a boss, you actually have to redo the entire fight. World 4 is mostly movement, basically. This stage is interesting in the fact that every single section before the gate requires you to get every Pac-Dot. There's no other stage like that in the game. Yeah, aside from World 2 and World 5, really, there aren't really that many levels that have, like, major skips in them. So for the most part, this game is basically movement. There we go. Now we need to break open this. You need to press that button to make all the walls fall down so we can just go to the wall. 4-2, for the most part, isn't really an interesting level. You just kind of go through it. Not really a whole lot to say here. This is a stage where it's actually a pretty good time for donations as well. So 4-3, this level has a cycle I can make after the first Golf Skate that for a while I thought was IL only, and actually before I discovered it was possible, I didn't even know if it was possible. And I pulled it off in my world record video, my world record run, and now I've deemed it RTA viable. So it's this cycle right here. The first time I made it, it was just me going for it, and I didn't even know it was possible. It's not that hard, you just gotta have good movement in the first section. Four is basically a long downwards spiraling path with no skips in it. You would think you'd be able to boost from higher parts of the stage to lower parts, but the distance between them is just too great. You just fall and die after a short amount of time, and I don't even think you could make it even if you didn't die. There are a couple of levels where you can abuse the falling in, 5-2 and 5-3 mainly. And you do this by, because if Pac-Man falls a certain distance, even if he's buff collision, he'll still die. So you kind of have to trick the game into thinking Pac-Man's not falling to his death, but rather he's just a buff collision. And it might not seem like it, but I actually have to make sure the camera's in a specific way for those kinds of skips, so that Pac-Man doesn't die. But again, you only really see that in 2 levels, not for another few minutes or so. So you're seeing that I'm not boosting a whole lot near the edges, because it's very easy to just send Pac-Man flying into oblivion, and dying here can waste a lot of time. And right here, they intend for you to use the jump pads the entire way, but I'm a little too good for that, so I'm just going to take the side. I, for some reason, did not boost that. -5 is the longest level in the run, and the only real level where you actually do have to keep track of your health, because there's actually a lot of damage abuse here. One thing you might notice is that I'm starting with 7 bars of health, and typically you start the game with 3, but there's various fruit items you can collect throughout the run that give Pac-Man extra bars of health, and I allow this as kind of an NG plus to already have full health from these fruit items. And you might notice that I was taking it a little slow there, and that was intentional because it's very easy to just get pushed around by the slope of that bowl and just fall into lava. And here's a tiny skip where you just use the jump pads to go past that for a section. That was kind of close. It's probably intentional, don't know. So here's where we're gonna first damage abuse. The game wants us to climb these lava towers, but ain't nobody got time for that, so we're just gonna lava boost around them. I think you can actually make this cycle faster, but I just didn't make it. So I need to have at least 4 HP for the lava boost coming up. Actually, I think I am on the fastest cycle, or at least IL cycle. So the game wants you to climb those towers, but again, I can just lava boost around them. It's not hard. So remember how I said there aren't many major RNG sections of the run? This is where all the RNG happens. Whichever way Galvus decides to rotate the platform is completely random and out of my control. And I think I'm getting at least 1 extra cycle here. Okay, I got 2. I got like 1.5 extra cycles there. Optimally, he'll rotate the platform 3 different ways all 3 times, and you can get the... Ooh, I got good RNG here. That hasn't happened in a while. So, Galvus can either make the platform rotate left or right. That's actually the better of the 2 instances of RNG that you can get. So here I don't even have to worry about the RNG because I can just lava boost for the power pellets. And we are off to World 5. 5-1 is the most frustrating level. Not because it's hard, but because I've tried so hard to find a gate skip in this level and it's just not possible. So basically, it just plays through the level about as normally as you can. Hello? Pack dots, they can home into you if you get close to them and then move away. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And I need to grab every pack dot that I can in these first couple of sections. There are some minor sequence breaking. There's some minor sequence breaking in this level, like you saw there. I used the light Pac-Man to kind of boost up. Oh, that's not good. I need that power pellet. There's basically no other spare pack dots I can get, so I need to grab everyone that I see here. By the way, 5.2, 5.3, and 5.4 are all really, really fast levels. I mean, well, 5-4 isn't really hard, but I guess these are really the skip-heavy levels, so there isn't a whole lot of skips in the run, and then all the skips just happen in these last 3 levels. And 5-2 and 5-3 are going to go by really, really fast, hopefully. So once again here, it's not going to save time if I just beat my IR record, so I'm just going to wait here. Alright, so here was what I talked about earlier, where I'm going to fall down from a higher part of the stage to a lower part. So here I can just skip to this first set of elevators, and I can skip to the second set. But we're not done yet, because this level has the second gate skip of the run. By using some glitchy ledges here, I can have Pac-Man bounce high enough, like that, and make it onto the gold platform without opening the gate. And now we're off to 5-3, which is a really, really short level. We just basically just fall straight to the end. That was a little slow. That was one of the few strats that I actually didn't find. That was found by Source Strife. And now we are off to 5-4, which is one of the hardest levels in the run, really. There's a lot of cycles you need to make, and the movements can be pretty hard sometimes. Okay, I made that. So I hear there's kind of an early cycle I can make here where I go around this thing. Oh, nearly fell off there. Dying here is pretty bad. Right. And I can skip some cycles here by going across the corners there. And coming up is another really big skip. Normally at the end of the stage there's a really long and boring wind section, and then there's a section with a bunch of gears. And no one wants to play through that. So what I'm going to do is use a jump pad and light pathway physics at the end of this section, and basically just jump straight to the gold pathway. Like so. And I actually believe I am on world record pace right now. This is pretty awesome. This Galvis fight, basically the same as all the rest, just power pellets are always in the same spot, so just know where they are and how to get to them. And don't fall off. If there's anything you need to know for these fights, don't fall off. Nearly went the wrong way there. Alright, there we go. First part down. This fight actually has two parts to it, and in between them there's this cutscene, and it's the only cutscene in the game, and you can't skip it. Fun times. And now, we're off to the final boss, which is kind of not impressive considering it's the final boss. So timing actually stops on the last time that I eat all this, so time is actually going to be coming up pretty soon. And I'll let you know what my time was, don't worry. I know you can't see my timer right now. Alright, here we go. That was 27:13. That is actually a new world record by 42 seconds. Dang. So I really hope you give this game consideration for SGDQ. It's really fast paced. It's a really consistent game. I can consistently get under 30 minutes now, and it has a growing community. And so yeah, that is my Pack and Roll Remix SGDQ submission. Goodbye.